What's up, Taurus? How are you guys doing? It is time for your bonus reading for January 2025. So what I'm doing when I do bonus readings is I am looking for situations, details, scenarios, things that didn't make it into the first round of main monthly readings. So, for those of you in need of a personal reading, all the information you need on how to go about doing that is right down here in the description of the video, okay? So, I'm starting these off with general messages. General. So, career, finance, friends, family, anything but romance. So, this has nothing to do with love, nothing to do with romance. Friends, family, career, finance. All right. What are the general messages for Taurus in January? Ooh, that's yelling at me. Ooh, some of y'all might be traveling, possibly. Maybe going on a little trip, going on a little vacation, maybe. Let's see here. Some of you, this is a weird message. Some of you may have an opportunity to relocate for a new job, but you're afraid to make that leap. I don't know who needs to hear that. There's somebody around you that you're not 100% sure if you can trust. Could be somebody at the workplace, possibly. Now again, who is it? Friend, family, co-worker, could be anybody. Honestly, though, the vibes I get from this feels more like either friends or like co-workers. But when it all comes down to it, it's whoever the hell the first person is that pops into your head when I say that. And somebody around you, you have a suspicion that you can't trust, but you can't quite prove it. Some of you may even just try to kind of ignore it and push it to the side. Now, also, too, some of you may be dealing with somebody who did you wrong and you're waiting for justice to be served. I'm getting a lot of random sporadic messages here. Usually, I try to get one general theme for the first spread, but there's all these little general miscellaneous messages popping out in the same spread. I don't think I can tie this down to one specific point. Also, too, some of you could end up hearing from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. Maybe somebody you fell out with in the past. The silence may be broken. And honestly, though, for those of you who end up breaking the silence with somebody you fell out with in the past, just like I've been talking about with the love situations for the past couple of months, you'll probably just get closure. Get closure, and as soon as closure ends up happening, the two of you will drift back apart again. Wow, okay. Well, I can't tie this down to one specific point. Maybe that's just because for some reason the Tauruses and Capricorn and Aquarius season have so many different random sporadic things happening. There's no way to really generalize it. I don't know, but okay. Wow. All right. Well, let's get some general advice. General advice for Taurus for January. What general advice do we have for Taurus for January? Oh, shit. This deck might be getting an attitude with me. Okay, let's put this one to the side. Let's grab this one. My good old trusty-dusty oldest deck that I own. Y'all know I sell decks on eBay once or twice a year. I ain't never getting rid of this one. This one ain't never going nowhere. Long way down, later on down the line in the future when I'm not a tarot reader anymore and that this is all behind me, I'm going to have this deck put up. This is the oldest deck that I own. So, all right. Actually, that's not the oldest deck that I own. No, it's not. These 3 decks are the same age. Yeah, these 4 decks here are all from 2021. I just realized that. I'm glad I realized that. Okay. Anyway, though, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting fucking sporadic. All right, get back on point, Rich. Come on. All right. General advice. General advice. General advice for Taurus. Boom. Ooh, the Temperance. Ooh, Ace of Wands reversed. I love this message. Ooh, I love this. I was just talking to a client about this earlier tonight. Okay. Okay. All right. So, you know that January, very specifically Aquarius season, but January represents, we're taking a new timeline in January, okay? Now, we are all collectively, I don't care who you are, don't care what your sign is, don't care if you're an Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo, I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, or Mexican, I don't care if you're Christian, Muslim, spiritual, Buddhist, we are all collectively closing out an old cycle and entering into a new cycle. So I don't know about y'all, but I am at the point where I'm stepping back and I'm like, all right, universe, dude, you take the wheel. The past couple years of my life, I have been on a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Knocking on all kinds of doors, seeing what the universe will let happen. Some doors open, some don't. Some of the doors that open were really, really scary. And, you know, now I'm back chilling, comfortable. I'm like, all right, universe, dude, you take the wheel now. You take the wheel. I've done everything I can possibly do. I've done some things over the past couple of years that I haven't even talked about publicly. And that's what this is saying would be an ideal way for a lot of my Taurus family to look at January as well. Unless you're just really, really antsy. If you're really, really antsy and you really want to start making a change happen quicker than it is, then okay, see what doors you can knock on and see what doors the universe will open for you, but don't try to kick a door down. I've done that a couple times over the past couple of years and it bit me in the ass. It happens. It happens. But for those of you who can trust the universe, January is a time where you don't, I'm not saying don't do nothing, okay? But don't drive yourself nuts trying to figure out what you need to do. What do I need to do? What am I not seeing? What am I supposed to be doing? How do I get out of this? You're being divinely guided right now. If you want to get out and take action, by all means, but you're being divinely guided right now. I would recommend that you join me. All right, universe, dude, I'm taking my hands off the wheel. I'm trusting that I'm on the path you want me on. And when the next path becomes available to me, you will gently nudge me onto that path. And when the next door is supposed to open, it'll open and you'll nudge me through it. Because there's going to be some real unexpected twists and turns. Set back, kick back, relax, let the universe take the wheel, and enjoy the show. It's going to get fun, man. It's going to get real fun. We pushed the timeline out. That's a different story. Anyway, okay, so I keep getting real distracted. Why am I getting distracted in the Taurus reading? Are y'all feeling real sporadic? Because this has been one of the most sporadic, distracting. I can't seem to focus. Okay. What's next? What did I do for the Aries reading? Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's see what's coming in next. Love-wise. This is the love portion of the reading. Let's see what's coming in next love-wise for Taurus. Something new coming in, something old coming back. What's happening love-wise for Taurus? What's coming in next? Oh, there it is. There it is. Ooh, the Six of Wands reversed. Well, that's a spoiler alert. That doesn't happen very often. This is the craziest Taurus reading. What is going on with y'all in January, man? Okay, so this is going to kind of spoil the next spread, the next part of the reading, but you're probably going to let go of and release whoever you're interested in before the next person can come in. So long story short, the next person coming in is somebody you do not know. Somebody you have never met before. You've never contacted them. You've never crossed paths. You've never communicated with them. This is going to be a brand spanking new fucking person. Okay. But I think now this is mainly geared towards those of you who actually have your eye on somebody specifically. Again, the next part I'm reading after I'm done with this is the person that you're interested in. So spoiler alert, I'm thinking that you're probably going to be releasing that first before the door can open to allow what's coming in next. But the good news is it's something totally brand new. Now, I do think that you and this person have had many lifetimes together where you've played very close, intimate roles in each other's lives in previous lifetimes. Now, this person may kind of come on a little bit strong. For some of you, they may even seem a little bit love bombing. Okay? So this is the Knight of Cups, by the way. I know this is a very unconventional deck, but this is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups isn't a bad person. The Knight of Cups is just kind of an immature person, especially with the King of Cups reverse. King of Cups reverse, Knight of Cups, that can kind of feel a little bit love bombing, like they're coming on real strong. They may kind of send you mixed signals though, you know, hot and cold, and this may be a little bit weird and a little bit confusing, and you may not honestly trust them in the very beginning. You may be kind of wanting to kind of keep this person at an arm's distance and maybe even consider passing up this opportunity. Very possibly. So, yeah, you suspect. Now, this is just a general energetic overview from your perspective. For some reason, you suspect that this person is a liar, a player. I don't know if it's because they're coming across like this, because they're coming across kind of love bombing, you know, and they may kind of send you mixed signals. Knight of Cups upright, King of Cups reversed. So you just immediately suspect that they're just playing games with you. Immediately. So I'm kind of thinking that it's making you a little bit nervous. It's making you a little bit nervous. So where'd it go? So this is you. This is you. All right. The offer is being made to you and you're kind of like, nah, I don't know about all that. Something feels off about this. You and this person do have a soul contract though. Oh, yes, you do. Let's see their truest, deepest feelings and intentions. What's their truest, deepest feelings and intentions? See, Knight of Wands. Hang on. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, so let me get the whole spread out. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I don't really think this person has bad intentions. I don't think so. I don't think they're purposely trying to play games with you. What I'm thinking is they're fresh out of a relationship and they just got their heart broke and they don't really know what they're doing. So what you're picking up on, you're intuitively picking up on the fact that they're hiding something, because they are. They're hiding what's going on, what they're dealing with. They're dealing with some heartbreak. So, when somebody has that heartbreak that they're covering up with that smile and they're acting happy and giddy and go lucky. But when you can feel that shit, come on, you know what that's like when it's like, man, I see right through that shit. You're hiding something. Something's going on. That fake ass smile, that ain't fooling me, But then the ego immediately gets to work trying to figure out what they're hiding. And the ego isn't that great at figuring every little thing out, So you immediately jump to the worst case scenario. That's the way the ego is programmed to work. It's programmed to jump to the worst case scenario to protect you and keep you safe. That's the reason why the ego works that way. So are you picking up on the fact that they're hiding something? Yes. But it's not quite what you think it is. Now, here's the question. Does that make it okay? No. Just because their intentions aren't as bad as you think they are, does that make it okay for them to basically completely lie about what they're going through and completely mislead you? And basically they're putting on a fake personality. Does that make that okay? No. Does that mean that that energy won't manifest into some fucking bullshit? No. So that's where it's like a double-edged sword. This person feels a real strong connection with you, though. But they're also still grieving over their last relationship. This person's hurt. They are hurt very badly. Very badly. And they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to hang. Well, let's just jump straight to the advice on this. Let's jump straight to the advice. What's the best advice for Taurus with this person? Next person coming in. Because y'all do have a contract. I think a lot of you even have some karma. But let's see here. What's the advice? I tell you what. Well, first of all, take it slow. Okay, so you wanting to keep this person at an arm's distance? Nothing wrong with that. Wanting to kind of distance yourself from them? There's nothing wrong with that. However, see if you can connect with this person at a deeper level through time. I'd give it a month. Let's just talk for a month. Let's see if we can connect. Maybe we can't connect right away. Okay, that's cool. Let's get to know each other. And see if you can peel back even one layer and get them to open up just a little bit. Every little bit they let that guard down, that's a good thing. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. And then you let your guard down. You got to open up too. Oh, you got to open up too. It can't be all on them. Okay? So as long as you're seeing progress, with patience and consistency and progress, that's a good thing. Keep it going. Keep it going. The guard will start to come down. The guard will start to come down. And the two of you could potentially build something pretty successful. Now, I already know there's some of you watching saying, I ain't got time for that bullshit. Then don't do it. Don't do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't got time for bullshit like that neither. So I'm not saying this is what I would fucking do. That ain't what I would do. Oh no. Nope. I'm personally, well, I'm fucking married to my divine life partner, but just like back when I was single and I was dating, I got time for that. Nope. Nope. If we ain't connecting, fuck you. Sorry, it's just the way it is. If I talk to you and it feels off and it feels funny, no, I'm not going nowhere with you. That's just, But if you do want to see if you can get this to go some places, it's going to require some patience and consistency. Okay. So, okay. Person you're interested in. The fucking what's coming in next already spoiled that, but let's see if there are any other details, situations, and scenarios that you need to hear about this person. Anything that got left out of the main monthly reading? So you're disappointed. This situation's disappointing you. Final decision is being made. You're finally making the decision that you're wasting your time. Yep, it's coming to an end. I'm thinking that you're catching this person in some kind of lie. Yep. Catching this person in a lie. They're playing mind games with you. Now, okay, remember. When it comes to the person that you're interested in, there are two groups of you. I know I say this every time, but there are two groups of you. Group A and Group B. Group A is the group who has never said or done anything to indicate your feelings. The example I like to give is the coworker that you got a crush on, The coworker gets hired at your workplace. You see him. You think they're fucking fine. You don't say nothing, though. You're just crossing your fingers, hoping they think you're fine, too. That's Group A. Group B is the group that I'm really focused on. And that's the group where it's known that there's an interest. We be flirting with each other. Maybe we talking. Maybe we dating. Some of y'all may even be fucking. Okay? That's the group that I'm more leaning into. I'm really honestly not reading for Group A. I try to throw something in there for Group A if it comes through, but I'm really looking at those of you who it's known. I know you're into me. You know I'm into you. Okay? So having said that, I think this person, you're coming to the conclusion for some reason that they're playing mind games with you, breadcrumbing you, gaslighting you, stringing you along. And I think some of you are even catching them in a lie. And it's crashing and burning and coming to a very ugly end. And you're pretty disappointed. But at least it feels like you're closing this out and releasing it. Damn, dog. That's honestly, for some reason, one thing I've noticed in my line of work is the person you're interested in always seems to be like the most negative readings. For some reason. Most of the time. About 85, 90% of the time. The most negative energy comes through the person you're interested in and the person from the past. You ever notice that? Isn't that weird? I don't know why it's like that, but that's the way it comes through. Usually, the new person and the next person coming in usually have the most positive energy behind them, That's a different story for a different video. Again, I keep getting fucking distracted. Okay, okay, yeah, you're making a head over heart decision with this person. Some of you dealing with a Leo, possibly. I also have Gemini. Could be a fellow Taurus for some of you. But it could be anybody. These are just simply energies. But every time I don't say what signs I have on the table, people get mad. So I try to remember to throw that in there. All right. Let's see this person's true feelings, energies, and intentions. What are their true feelings, energies, and intentions? Six of Wands reversed. Three of Swords reversed. They're afraid of falling in love because they're afraid of getting their heart broke. They got their guard up, man. They ain't trying to let nobody in. They have serious self-confidence and self-esteem issues. Could be an Aries for some of you. I think this person pretty much just wants to play around and play the field without letting anybody in so that nobody can hurt them. Classic. It's almost a generic message. Actually, I would say that that's a generic message that comes through all the fucking time. It's very common. How many fucking people out there? I guarantee you that if we step into the dating world right now, of online dating, dating apps and this and that, and people out there single and mingling, trying to find a relationship, when you have somebody that's playing around and playing games, 95% of the time, the reason why is because of this right here. It's always the same thing. I'm learning that through what I do, through doing this for a living. Okay. So I don't think it has anything to do with you. It's not that they're not interested in you. It's not that they couldn't see themselves with you. They're just too afraid of giving anybody the chance to potentially hurt them. Anybody. They got serious trust issues. Serious. All right, well, any advice? Any advice for Taurus? Any advice? Judgment. Eight of Pentacles. Actually, the Judgment, well, hang on. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Try to refrain, if you can, from judging this situation. Try to refrain from that. I know it's hard. Oh, I know it's hard. It can be really hard. That's one of the hardest things to do on the path, okay? On the spiritual path, is trusting that things are happening for a reason and not judging what's happening. That is hard, okay? Y'all know I've been on my path since 2016. I started off in a homeless shelter. I've manifested my wildest fucking dreams 10 times over. I have a rock solid relationship with the universe. And I'm still working on that. That's hard. That's hard. So just to let you know, don't kick yourself if you're struggling with it, but try to refrain from judging this situation. Later on down the line, you're going to look back on this and it's going to make sense. Not only is it going to make sense, but you're going to be laughing. It's going to make you laugh. It could be a couple years from now. It could be 2 or 3 years from now. But you're going to look back. This person coming into your life is you all aren't connected for no random reason. This isn't just somebody coming into your life and wasting your time. I know it seems like that. I know it. I get it. But this is serving a very divine purpose. Everything is actually honestly working out perfectly according to plan. It would blow your mind. This is another one of the things that is so difficult to accept on the spiritual path. Actually, if I had to make a list of the top 3 hardest things for people to accept on the spiritual path, this would be on that list of the top 3. It would blow your mind if you knew how frequently we plan before we incarnate for something in this life to go horribly wrong. It would blow your mind if you knew how many of the challenges, the obstacles, and the traumas that you've been through in your life that you agreed to before you got here. You set it up for yourself. Not only did you agree to it, but it was your idea before you got here to go through that. That's really hard for people to accept. So try to refrain from judging this situation. It's serving a really, really, really important divine purpose. It is drastically altering the trajectory of your life path, and it is molding you and shaping you into the person that you are meant to become. Next couple of years, you're going to be a very different person. The person that you're going to be 2 or 3 years from now would not come into existence if you didn't go through this experience. Does that make sense? All right. Thank you, Shauna, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. On that note, y'all, I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey.